Hello and welcome back to Dark Souls Prepare to Die Edition with no shield. When we last left off, we had killed off the Gaping Dragon and said hello to Mr. Watchman Donhall over here, and we got ourselves a key to everybody's favourite area in the entire game. Without comparison, this is the front entrance to Blighttown. I'll admit, this is an entrance I have not been familiar with for some time, because usually I go the way that I would recommend anybody go, well, more generally anyway, which is through the back entrance, which I emphasised in an earlier video, which shows that basically as soon as you get to the under parish, you can get to the back entrance of Blighttown, if you're a bit crafty and quick and so on. There are a few things in Blighttown that are quite handy, especially for dex builds. There's quite a lot of them. Hello. There's these guys as well. And they're big, fat, lovely tanks of blubber, which is always nice. Thankfully, you can just cheese them relatively easily. But as I said, there's a few armor sets here, there's some interesting pyromancies here, because this is basically one of the lands of pyromancy in Lordran, as will be extrapolated on at a future point in game. But we'll see some essences of that here. Basically, it's an area filled with pus, poison, toxic, and a whole manner of horrible, irritating things. This is Irritateville. And he gave no damns about being stabbed with a greatsword. That's what fat could do for you people. And give you poise like a tank. These guys individually aren't too bad, but this initial area not only is just teeming with enemies, it's also got one of the game's best enemies in the whole game. Ow. Oh yeah, they also poison you. There's toxic snipers. Toxic snipers that were so loved by people that for some reason the FromSoft decided they needed to nerf them a bit and make sure they don't respawn once they die. It's very strange, but you know, it's their decision to make, so ow. It's also my decision to get absolutely slammed by people. Luckily, I came with the power of God, and I can heal myself. But yeah, this is a bit of a clusterfuck. It's also dark as hell, so if you have trouble... Oh, fuck. Alright then. Let's get dealing with that little wonderful person who just wanted to show his love by poisoning me rather horribly. Oh, Jesus. What was I saying about getting completely curb stomped by multiple enemies? Well, yep. Luckily, poise is wonderful. Also, I'm going to die. Welcome to Blighttown. Well, that aptly demonstrated why you really need to be careful in this place, especially at the start. And also aptly demonstrated how annoying toxic is, which is why I have a handy-dandy set of purple moss clumps right now. I don't think I'm going to be needing the homeward bones in there anytime soon. But as you can see, he does not respawn. He is gone for good once you get him, which is one of the game's minor blessings. Plunging attacks still awesome as hell. And the rest of these enemies individually are not much of a problem. Oh, and there goes the frame rate for a second. It's actually performing a little better than I expected, but yeah, if you see any frame drops, don't worry. That's just Blighttown. Welcome to Blighttown. And it gets worse than this. I actually quite like the design of this area, because it's meant to be horrible and disgusting, not just in aesthetic, but also in encounters, also in design. It is a clusterfuck of an area, and it does feel like it. Gone into slideshow mode. Lovely. I think this Yeah. That's nice. But again, take your time. Oh, just noticed a dude coming in to join the party. It's like, hey guys, how's it going? I've seen my doll, it's really nice. Oh, we both just did terribly there. Luckily, I did terribly better than he did. If that makes sense. Do I want to go down this way, or do I want to go that way? It's kind of hard to see here, because it's so dark, I can't tell quite where the platforms are. Okay, that's a long way, or alternatively you can jump this way if you're feeling bold enough. I'm not, because I've got 9,000 souls and 10 humanity on the line, but that item down there is it's the only katana you can get for free without joining any covenants or killing anybody. It's the Iato. There's only one in the game, and it's pretty funky. It's got a very nice R2. Make you feel like brave samurai. Or whatever noise a katana makes when glorious Nippon steel flies through the air. So yeah, I'll take the long way. Take the long way home. Take the long way home. Yeah, that down there, that's coloured in a different colour for a reason. It will give way if you jump down there, or drop down on there. So go this way, and you get a soul. And no fall damage. What else? Also, painfully in view of toxic snipers here, I get the impression. I want to go down there first. The reason I'm taking my time with this is because it really pays to take your time with Blighttown. Rushing through this area is about as advisable as pulling your own teeth out with, like, attaching your teeth to a car or something. Unless you know exactly what you're doing and where you're going, and you don't care about dying, it's not the smartest thing to do, let's be frank. I think that item up there in the distance is the Shadow set, but I honestly can't remember. It's somewhere at the top of Blighttown, anyway. Actually, can I get up to that section, first off? Can I get up there without having to drop down? I'm curious. Just have a quick gander before I make a cut. It does not look like it, no. Yeah, there's an extra dude down there. Right, well, anyway, that's where you'd come down if you went to drop and get the Iato, which is a really funky weapon. But I'm not going to do that. Still going to make some repairs. My Claymore's +8 now, because I did a bit of farming for some practice. Alright. Just use a bit of those consumable souls and see if I can get a level. Oh. Right, so this is where my build is currently at level 40. For those of you who are curious, I'm thinking of putting my strength up to 25, while also putting up my intelligence and faith to 18. And there's a reason for that, because I'm getting a very specific boss weapon that I want, which is gonna kick a lot of ass when I get it eventually. But for now, decisions. They both scale up the same way, so I'll just put it into strength. I don't need that much vitality in this area, but it'll be useful for later. Anyhow, I'll just go and make the cut. Alright, so let's continue our lovely descent. Oh god. Okay. Now, obviously we're trying to work our way down, because there isn't much other way you're going in Blighttown besides all the way down in one big go and losing all your health. I'm trying to consider the best ways I can go about doing that. There is a drop down there, but I don't want to go that way. Let's go round. Also trying to keep an eye out for anybody vague... Okay. Trying to keep an eye out for anybody vaguely toxic sniper shaped. I know there's at least one on the rooftops above there. Ha! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No. No grabbies. No grabbies. Ow. Bad dog! I've only just turned human. Oh yeah, I have 10 Estus flasks now because I kindled the bonfire on site. I figured 10 Estus flasks was slightly more useful than 10 extremely slow casts of heal that aren't really that good. I mean, they're fine out of combat because they allow you to save Estus, but other than that... oh, Jesus! Spooked me. Your reward is a great sword in the butt. Well played. This game still surprises me sometimes, and oh god, I think I can see him up there. Yeah. Don't want to be him. Don't want to be there. I mean, I do have a limited amount of blooming purple moss clumps, but not terribly keen on blowing them all in one go. Yeah, I can hear it. Alright, I'm gonna pull you over here, out of the way of the fucking sniper. Because that is the clever thing to do, rather than the simple. Forget exactly everything I said. I got sniped anyway. Alright, how do I make my way up to you, ugly fucker? Not that way. Down here. Ah, that's the thing I wanted to find, actually. Actually, I'm gonna go. I think I'm out of sight. Whee! Anybody else? I can hear somebody. Where are you, you ugly swollen fucker? Paranoia mode setting in once again. Enemies are everywhere! Everywhere! Ah! Slowly going hollow at the thought of going through Blighttown. I'm sure it's something that's happened to almost everybody once they play in this game. Whoop. Aha! You have been bested, sir! You thought I would stay up there, but indeed I came down and stabbed thee in thine ass. It was a cunning ploy to remove you of your rectum. all jokes aside, it really just... Oh! I can't see anything, god damn it! Camera, why are you trying to get me killed? What did I ever do to deserve this? I did not kill your family, camera, so why are you trying to kill me? How did that miss? No! Don't! Right. Are we done trying to ruin my day? Good. Now, I can take time and try to Alright. Try to explain why if I can find it again, why that thing is so useful to me, so important to me. Not terribly keen on going right up to its face to try and kill it, but it is guarding something I want. A particular pyromancy that is exceptionally powerful and which I haven't actually made much use of before. So I want to try and make use of it now. Unfortunately, getting to the slightly less horrible way of getting to kill it is problematic, as is a lot of things in Blighttown, especially when you move like a slug, because frame rate issues. Whee! Oh, something I didn't actually know until like my third or fourth playthrough. You press B to slide down ladders. Just makes things a little bit easier to know that. But go and try that in Dark Souls 2. Go on. wrong can happen there. Nothing bad. Where am I at? I am... Where's the squid? Squiddy! Where's Inzy? Above me? Can't tell. Words fail me in this area. Oh well. Ah! Ah, I see. Oh, okay, I'm almost done actually, more so than I thought. That way leads down to the bottom. Which is generally where I want to go, but carefully want to get the goddamn pyromancy done I'm after. So forgive me if I royally screw this up, but it is off... Oh! I think I remember how to do it. Nope. Ooh. A ladder. This could... Oh, it's broken. Just like the promise of a new area. Where does that even go? To the abyss. Okay, enough of that. Let's go back and try to deal with El Squidio. Don't want to go down that way. That way leads to death. He looks so disgusting. Attack! As you can see, the cooldown on his attacks is not very long. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. What am I going to do then? What's up here? Oh yeah, in case there's any confusion, the purple Mossclum that came up on screen was confirmation of a toxic sniper, as generally what happens in Blighttown. Went and threw himself off a cliff trying to get me. Which is funny, but also a bit weird. But that's what happens in Blighttown. Even the enemies dislike it. Gravity is neutral. It takes no sides. Would obey the house rules of gravity or fall, trying to avoid them. Ah! I think this was the area I was thinking of, actually. There should be a way to get behind the screen. Now, this is a massive detour if you actually just want to go for the area as quickly as possible. This is a detour that is absolutely worth it, if it is what I think it is. Now, let's have a look. You bested the wheel, but you could not best the claymore. There we are. Now, this thing, I think, can still attack you if you're not careful, but... damage, please? Ah! Yes! Wunderbar! All in aid of getting this. Let's have a quick look at what I was after. Power within. Pyromancy of Carmina, who harnessed the power of flame to actualize the inner self. Short strength endurance boost but lose HP. Excessive power eats away at the life force of its caster. Like all dangerous spells, power within was kept secret for eons. It is basically a red tearstone ring without you having to get your health down to a small percentage. It does take away your health like, say, poison or whatever, but since you can heal anyway, it's a worthy trade-off if you keep on top of your health rather than the trade-off with Red Tearstone Ring, which is avoiding getting hit. And it's pretty goddamn handy. I think it even stacks with Red Tearstone Ring. So if you're just looking to do stupid amounts of damage and can afford not to be hit, then Red Tearstone Ring is better. So, Power Within is good for a build like this, which is, well, not exactly slow, but is going to... What the hell? such is life in Lordran. But it's exceptionally handy for just getting a little extra damage if you can afford ticking away at the health. The light magic weapon, it only lasts for a short while. Now... Oh, okay. Now we're at the bottom of Blighttown. Big swampy area in compared to the horrible shaft of gravity area. Fortunately, if you thought you saw the end of toxic snipers, you would be gravely mistaken. There are still a fair whack around. If I can very quickly get over and deal with the pest, that'd be grand. Havoc physics engine, everyone. It's glorious. And here's the Wanderer set, with a free fall shot. A very nice curved sword, with a very nice... Whoa! Praise Sun, for I somehow did not die there. I'm just gonna avoid you, frankly, because you're annoying. Just listen slow, crap, doesn't like you. There we are, we're at the bottom of Blighttown. Just very quickly go and light this. And sit down. That was the top of Blighttown. It's, as long as you take your time and be careful, like with every other Souls area, it's not too bad. It's just that if you haven't learned to do that, it's really, really, really nasty. And the toxic snipers as well mean that your first time through, you're probably going to end up dying to toxic, because how do you know it's an area full of poison and toxic until you go in there and get poisoned or get toxicked? So, yeah. Having the foreknowledge to be careful, and of course having the damage output really helps, and it's just a matter of going through very slowly and carefully. But we're not quite done yet, so I'll leave the summaries till later. Until then.